You will always get a new gacha RPG game on mobile once you subscribe to this channel. Trust me, you will never regret watching this video. And I guarantee about that, our team really try hard on selecting the best gacha game on mobile with a great graphic, high-rate gacha game and also very interesting gameplay. Remember to help this channel grow and help this video get 200 likes. Please enjoy the video off. Top 12 Best F2P Gacha Games Android and iOS. Free-to-play friendly SSR heroes guaranteed. Blue Area. Blue Area, what an amazing gacha game we have here. For the first gacha, we will get SSR plus hero freely, which is the strongest character tier list in the game. The art style has a 3D avatar icon, but the whole gameplay will represent a chibi character design. The voiceover will blend perfectly with the cute looks of the hero characteristic. Anyway, we can collect male and female heroes, but mostly the female hero is bigger in number. So as a waifu hunter, I'm sure you will enjoy the game. In fact, every hero seems to have a great shape and a nice appearance. The gameplay of Blue Area is all of the heroes will do some attack automatically. They all will recharge the energy over time consistently. Once it reaches maximum, then we can unleash the special skill. Honestly, the skill showcase seems pretty simple, but it's good for us to finish every single battle even faster. Overall, I love to see how the developer give the player SSR plus hero freely in the early game, so we can pass through the stage much easier then. Blue Area is the best new gacha RPG game for Android and iOS. Jango is like a dream. Jango is like a dream. Finally, this game has been released in their own region first, which is on Chinese. It's about time to wait for this game to be released globally then. Anyway, I love to see how the art style pretty much looks like a real art that is drawn by a hand, especially the background of the arena. As a newbie or a player who's looking for the best game gacha RPG that's playable to play in idle mode, then I will recommend this game right now. We don't have to touch any button. Seriously, all of the hero skill, the basic attack, and how we don't even need to tap the target because everything will do it randomly. But we only need to maintain the ultimate skill, but it will have a limited chance to unleash. So be wise to select this ultimate skill. This game has a Chinese-based visual. Look at how the hero's appearance, armor, weapon, and every single ornament around the hero absolutely represent that country. In the early game, we'll get a free epic heroes. It's about 3 heroes on that high tier level we will get. Strengthen them to boost your combat power team in total. Jango is like a dream is the best new gacha game RPG for Android. One Punch Man. One Punch Man Justice Execution. This game is one of the best gacha game on mobile when it's officially released globally. I've tried several times on beta testing and I get free SSR hero. Of course, it's adapted from the original anime, that's why all of the characters and how the skill showcase is 100% similar. The gameplay of this RPG is a turn-based game, so we can keep the energy to 10 in maximum number. Each of the skill will cost the energy. Once we keep it to 10, then we can unleash the special or ultimate skill with a realistic anime scene. Even though it has a classical turn-based system, we can make the game into idle, which is auto on anything, no matter if it's a skill or just a basic attack. It is full of voiceover with a great animation graphic visual. The storyline will be the same as the actual anime, but we will not play as a story base because the main concept is a dungeon based game. So when we want to know the story or grind the character level, then we can jump into it directly. One Punch Man Justice Execution is one of the best gacha game Android and iOS and give the newbies player a guarantee of SSR hero. Seven Knight Rebirth. Seven Knight Rebirth. Trust me, this game will become the most played gacha RPG games on mobile. Look at how the graphics are perfectly remade into the next sequel. I love how the developer keep the character on it and make a huge difference from the visual. No wonder, because it was made by the most powerful games engine right now, which is the Unreal Engine 5. In the previous version, we can obtain plenty of the higher level heroes easily, especially if you are a newbie. Hopefully, the developer of the Net Marble will keep this thing and make a great game's impression on the players then. Overall, the gameplay and how the UI appearance seems pretty similar. We don't have any different at all. It made the game look way more clearer. The skill showcase is my first priority to get into it. It has a realistic 3D anime visual with a great attention to detail. The world boss will be available to hunt with a huge size and has a lot of health points, will make the player get a new challenge experience then. Seven Knights Rebirth is not chibi anymore. It has 3D character design and I totally enjoy seeing it. The storyline is the main base they would like to deliver to the player. One of the best gacha game RPG for Android and iOS. ReZero, which Resurrection. Seriously, this gacha game has a very unique idea. We'll play a game with so many combinations of the game's genre. It's about 4 types we'll find on it. First, it has an open world concept where we play in a massively multiplayer online with a real-time player in a mission. So we can hunt the monster together and targeting a single enemies at once with the other players. As a turn-based game, this idea is pretty unique. I think it's the first time that combines MMORPGs and also turn-based at the same time. It's pretty crazy, surely an out-of-the-box innovation. So the gameplay of the ReZero Witch Resurrections is we'll have an option to pick a different skill based on the skill icons that will show randomly. So we cannot pick the skill that we desire, but surely we can manage which skill we set into the battle. As a gacha game, it has a story base. With so many skins of the visual, we'll find out along the journey. Unfortunately, almost all of the players have the same character. I hope the developer will create more characters so the player will show a variety of the heroes. This is the best upcoming new anime gacha game RPG for mobile. Kairou Million Arthur Ring. If you wonder how the gacha game now is targeting a wider player, it's because it has a huge market and a lot of players are still playing gacha game as their game priority. No wonder 2 huge companies, which are Square Enix and also Perfect World, make a collaboration to make this game. It has a gacha based game, but actually I feel like this is one of the best gacha free-to-play games because we'll have 3 free SR heroes just after we finish the combat in the early game. It will be attractive, so a newbie player will get a great first impression. It has a collectible hero based game. The more we do a gacha, the higher chance we have. In fact, the gacha rate is pretty high, making this game no pay to win gacha game. Gameplay of Kairou Million Arthur Ring is we should find to make a combination of chain skill. The more we do it, the more damage we'll deal to the enemies. It's pretty important to find the enemy's weakness as well based on the element's advantage. Remember to listen to the music, absolutely wonderful. It's full of visual scenes with voiceover along the story. The best gacha RPG games Android. Fade Away or Son of Shenin. I would like to play this game soon. It has a beautiful art style full of mystery on every mission, even if we play like a detective, because we should find out the hint that's available around the area. There is a percentage of 100 as the indicator how far we have find the clue or hint and solve the problem to move into the next level. In between the mission, we'll face the monster and the game becomes a classic turn-based system. So we'll have a chance to unleash the ultimate skill only when the gauge meter reaches the limit. Keep hitting the enemy or getting hit by the enemy will raise up your gauge meter then. Honestly, the combat mechanism seems pretty easy to learn at all. Even as a newbie, you will not find any hard time to master. This game is one of the best gacha no pay to win Android games because the developer are really focusing on the story rather than collecting the hero or the hero's equipment. Anyway, even though it has a side-scrolling perspective, but we can navigate the hero with 360 degrees and get another room or door to find the clue of the mission, which I mean it has a semi-open world game. Assault Lily Last Bullet W. Before you download this game, make sure you know how many joys this game has. It's about 7 GB in total. Even the game's graphics are only chibi, but the size is way too big for it. We cannot expect a lot from the graphic if we compare with the size, but surely the game is really amazing in combat. It has an active combat turn-based game, which all of the heroes and also the enemy will be able to launch any attack anytime they are ready. We just need to tap the skill based on the skill collection selections card we have. So we will have a chance to summon two important things of the Heroes Gacha and also Skill Gacha. In combat, the game skill is really fast to launch. It doesn't have too much visual, making we can finish the game even faster. In one combat, we'll face 3 different waves. Each of the waves should be finished within an estimated time limit. At the end of the stage, we'll face the boss monster. At the beginning, we'll have a chance on selecting 5-star heroes freely. But anyway, the highest rank is 6 stars. So Lily Let's Bullet W is the best gacha RPG game for Android and iOS and available to download now on the store. Legend of Goddess. Legend of Goddess: The Last War. Proudly, I would suggest everyone to play this game. It's not only about the gameplay, but the visual of the character design on is more important. I am pretty sure if you are a male, then you will love to play this game and consider to keep playing because for a reason. I will not tell you here. Once you have played the game, then you will easily understand what I mean. This gacha game RPG has a western character design at all. We'll play in 3D realistic heroes, so it will not be any anime visual just like the other gacha game we have seen on mobile. I hope more game developers try to make this kind of game to make gacha game industry has more variety, not only an anime at all. The gameplay of Legend of Goddess: The Last War is, we will need to maintain the 5 heroes to deploy in combat. It has a classical turn-based game. Once you reach a certain level, then you can activate the auto icon and speed up the gameplay multiple times. The first time we did a gacha, we'll get S tier hero freely, just by following the storyline. This is the best gacha game RPG for Android and iOS. Dragon Raja. Dragon Raja Gate of Castle. This game is in development now, but I have seen the whole thing made the game even more interesting to anticipate it as one of the best gacha game on mobile. Just like the video I show you, we'll get a free SSR hero really. Surely the developer know how to make the player get a nice first impression. The game has a 3D visual art style once we launch the ultimate skill. The 4 heroes at the beginning of the storyline really hooked me on skill visual. Seriously, the product tells us how powerful the hero is with a high level tier class. Right now, we only see a limited features, but of course the daily dungeon, special event, and also daily mission will be added soon. It has a character build-up base game, so we need to upgrade the hero strength once we are in the lobby. In total, we can deploy 5 heroes and be able to switch the position into the front line or back line. Placing the right hero based on their role play will increase your winning rate significantly. Dragon Raja Gate of Castle is the best RPG gacha game anime for Android. Sword of Confalaria. Sword of Confalaria. I will never miss this game on my list of the top gacha game mobile because it has everything that I need to play. So it's up to us to play the game in 2 different roles, as a free-to-play players or as a modeler. If you only want to clear the stage and enjoy the story, then Sword of Confalaria is pretty affordable to play for a no-pay-to-win games player. We even have a chance to select the game's level difficulty to play harder or keep on easy level. The character designs really hook me in many ways. Look at how cool the male and female heroes with an amazing skill visual, making the game even look interesting. On the screen right now, you can focus on how many free diamonds I have. It's been reached more than 30,000 free diamonds. It's all I got from the mission, achievement mission, and also daily mission. The developer is pretty active in fixing any problem to make sure the game runs smoothly. Since we started the game, we have had 3 legendary heroes freely, one of the best no-pay-to-win gacha game for mobile. Wind Legend Burning Leaf. Wind Legend Burning Leaf. This game is one of the best gacha games that is made by a fanmade. So before you download this game, I suggest you not to spend any penny on it, because this kind of game mostly will come and disappear in sudden, especially on Play Store, and the whole life it will still on early access. But out of that issues, I will admit if this game is really good game to play in idle, especially when you are a Naruto fan. It totally represents the real skill of the same as the anime we have watching. The game will tell us with the actual storylines since the beginning of the story. The prologue shows us how the higher tier hero of Naruto and Sasuke in ultimate form in battle. The gameplay of Wind Legend Burning Leaf is all of the heroes will do an auto attack. We only need to tap the skill when it's ready to unleash. The gauge meter only will fill up when we successfully hit the enemy. These all are the best gacha games RPG for Android and iOS. We always try to update every single games that just released gacha game, new gacha game, upcoming gacha game, and most anticipated gacha RPG games for Android and iOS. So please help this channel grow by tapping a like button. See you on the next video. Thanks.